Guys.
Getting a little teary-eyed. We got episode 30. The very last episode. And we came in. Curran, wake up!
Oh. My fault. Bit sleepy from these exams, bro.
We got Curran. We got Jet Life.
Yup.
And we got the 4th grade's most athletic, baby. Let's go. We got some things to talk about, man. Last show of my career here at, Pelham University. We got Jet Life's last show as well. So we got to make it count, It was a fun 1-year thing. We just started trying out, took it and ran with it, made some funny things, some good stuff. No Friday conversation this week, guys. A little bit short on time and
Weird schedules.
Yeah, Curran didn't even want to come to school.
Yeah, exams.
Yeah, you say it. Excuses, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's forge on. Slide me a sound effect to start off the show, T-Life. T-balling.
It's a bit loud.
Curran, you got the podcast up and running on your...
Give me a second.
Anyway, what do you want to start off with? Y'all want to start off with the NBA or...
Yeah, I'm done.
Let's start with it, boys.
Okay.
Hold up.
Oh, I'm pulling up the podcast.
We got OKC and the Nuggets tied at 1 apiece. What you thinking about this, Kerr?
This is really battle for MVP. The series is. I think it's gonna be close. But I do think the Thunder take it in 6. I feel like they're just a bit better, well-rounded team. But this is whoever wins, I think wins MVP.
I'd have to agree. I think, Jokic possesses some crazy stuff that we're seeing. A guy's an all-around scorer, great player. Looks like an everyday guy, but he can put up some buckets, man. He's like Curran at the YMCA, man. Pass it, shoot it. Rain, shine, sleet, or snow, he gets to the bucket everywhere he goes, baby. Praise God. J-Life, what you thinking? OKC and Denver.
OKC and Denver. I don't know. I feel like Denver. I don't know. Jamal is just like, I don't know. What you think?
Well, Denver has Joker.
I just said what I thought.
Jamal, but OKC has SGA.
What you think on Jamal though? Who's guarding him?
I'm not gonna lie. SGA.
SGA.
Yeah,
But is
Jamal
he
Murray's cooked.
on the opposite side of the floor? Is he scoring the same amount as Jamal?
SGA is like number 1 for MVP
He
right
is,
now.
but I mean Jamal is.
I mean, Jamal can actually go get a clean bucket.
Jamal can ball, baby.
SGA is gonna drop 30 more points than him just from free throws alone. So,
Kaden, what you think?
smite, bro.
I think the team that gets to the bucket better will win. We'll win this game,
Yeah, probably the Thunder.
That's just the name of the game. I want to say, though, I like the Nuggets more in the series just because Jokic giving hope to us white guys, Let's forge on, baby. Praise God. What else? We got the T-Wolves. Curran is a little bit heartfelt about this segment right here.
They did bounce back last night.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really bad of us. We looked like a G League team out there. Half of our team that played was either rookies or people called up from the G League. We gave Kevin Knox around 30 minutes, I think. I don't know why. He hasn't played a single game. And the only player we have out is Curry. So, I don't know. I did expect the loss last night, but I did not expect it to go down like that.
Was it at?
It was at Minnesota.
At Minnesota.
That was just bad coaching by Steve Kerr. I think I don't know. He decided to lose the game in the middle of the third. And I
You
was
think
like,
Steve Kerr's like the Pete Carroll of basketball?
No, I think he's more of like a, yeah,
I think he is.
yeah. That's a good comparison.
Who's the Lakers head coach? J.J. Redick?
Yeah.
I don't know how I just knew that. Just pulled it. Crazy pulls there. I think It's going to be hard for Golden State,
Yeah, it's gonna be really hard. Without
especially
Curry.
not getting Curry back for a week. But
Well, at least we're going to Game 5.
if Draymond can adapt.
Dude, Draymond got a tech early last night, and he was about to get ejected.
Why don't these players just calm down?
I don't know. But Jimmy Butler was going off, but he wasn't enough to save the team. So,
And do you think if we installed airbags on the basketball court, less penalties would happen?
I think more penalties will happen. I feel like people would be more likely to push each other into the airbags.
Well, no, they're in their bodies. So if they get hit too hard, an airbag comes out. So then there's no foul because it doesn't hurt.
True.
What if they wore shoulder pads?
I think Nikola Jokic would win MVP every year.
Just food for thought. Jet, what you think? What you thinking about this matchup? Warriors and...
Oh, I want the Warriors to win, but Curry got hurt. I mean, Ant got hurt on the Timberwolves. I don't think it's going to be a good series, honestly.
Should we go get guest appearance Justin Foster, also known as the Timberwolves enthusiast? Maybe later in the show?
Maybe.
Let's forge on. Stay tuned. We might have that coming up. Can you see how many people we got on the show, Curran? If anybody's watching?
That won't tell me. Chromebooks, YouTube, don't tell you nothing.
I got Seaman's Curry Glaze as a segment. So this is just a segment, Curran. I'm going to put you on the clock here. And you just say the best things you can possibly say about Steph Curry.
All right.
In 3, 2, 1. Clock is started.
Well, first of all, he's the greatest shooter of all time. He's the greatest point guard of all time. He's a top 3 player of all time. Probably top 2. He's the greatest warrior of all time.
Sorry.
Bit unexpected.
I had a call come in.
4 rings. He carried KD to 2 rings. I don't care what anybody says. KD has been on 3 other super teams and hasn't won yet. He is probably the best player.
And that's time. All right, baby. Let's move on. Sorry, I didn't mean to double you up on the John Cena theme. I just had a call come in. Let's forge on, baby. Jet, you got any Curry Glaze?
Yeah, I have a Curry jersey at home.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. So it's
Everyone.
I
has
got
to
a
have
Curry jersey on me right now.
It don't fit you, bro.
Yeah, I don't
That
care.
was your old Curry.
Nobody has a Curry jersey that fits though.
I do. It's in my,
Bro,
I
that
won-
thing fit. That's skin tight.
No, that.
Oh, you
that's
bought a new one?
Yeah, I got a new one
Okay.
during Christmas break. I got it up in New
Santa
York.
give it to you?
I got it up in New York.
Oh, when you went to Applebee's?
Yeah, it was that same day. Yeah,
Oh, really?
I think it was.
That's pretty sick. The 3-story Applebee's, huh?
Is it the original jersey or the black and
No, it's like a throwback jersey.
okay, that's fire.
We got a little golf. We're switching gears just a hair. Scotty Scheffler is just that good, man. Sets the all-time scoring record after 2 rounds at 32 under par. After 2 rounds, he was, I think, 21 under par.
Yeah, I saw that at Applebee's.
You really? And then he
Yeah.
shot 32 under par in the tournament, which is just nuts. Just crazy to shoot that low.
It's like a birdie or par every time.
No. Oh,
Under
yeah.
birdie?
I mean, he can get.
How many birdies did you have?
What's 32 divided by 4? That's a multiple.
8.
8. So 8 under a round.
Dang.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's crazy. That's so hard to do on a PGA Tour course. I mean, he probably had some bogeys too. So I mean, he was probably having 10 birdies around. He's just that good. He's such a good player. You know, he's no wedge wizard though. I'll tell you that. Let's forge on, baby. Georgia baseball moves up to number 1 in the country, baby. Shout out. All right, bro. You hit your limit. Georgia baseball moves up to number 1 in the country. Auburn beat South Carolina 22-2.
Yeah, it was
Whoa.
27-1 in the 5th inning,
Really?
and then they hit a grand slam.
Against who? South Carolina?
South Carolina, yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think they should just get rid of that baseball program at that point.
How's Bama doing in baseball?
You know, I'm not really a baseball guy, so I don't keep up with that. I think they're still ranked. I think they're
Come
ranked.
across as a baseball guy.
Yeah, I'm not really a baseball guy.
I could see you up in the booth though, and up to bat. Yeah, one of those guys. You just
Number
look like
one.
Yeah, if I was like 70.
A sports
What if you're
man.
71?
I think Ed Sheeran has a song about that.
What? Huh?
Well,
Are
we
you
got-
on it? You're on it.
It's you and Curran.
No teachers watching this? Come on, guys. I can see you on it, bro. These guys are just harsh with it.
Josh, why don't you text Mr. V to put it on for his class?
Here,
Josh-
text them, and then we're gonna run the call-ins.
Josh, if you don't get off of Clash Royale right now and text V to show this to his class.
These guys taking our very last show of the year not serious. What are
Josh-
you doing, Trey?
Josh,
What
have you
are
learned
you
about
doing?
2.1 hog cycle? 2.1 hog. It's pretty good.
Here's a new segment, joke of the day, in the free time here. What do you call a guy with no facial hair?
A bald person.
Curran Bradley. No facial hair on that puppy. Look at him, clean shaven. Clean as a baby's bottom, as they would say.
Yep.
Butter.
Looking good, though. Looking fresh. It's almost like you could rip a tech deck over him. Have all the nollie varial flips down. Shout out Nigel Houston.
Who?
Nigel Houston. Like the go to skateboarding.
Oh, I thought that was Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk's the goat of vert skateboarding, but street skateboarding's Nigel Houston.
Who's all time for BMX? Do you know?
Ryan Williams, maybe? He's one of them.
Maybe Tyler Tony.
Not Ryan Williams from Alabama. Ryan Williams, the
Oh.
scooter rider / BMX. I mean, I don't know who the go to BMX is.
Scotty Kramer.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's this.
He got hurt though.
Is he street, though? He's street BMX.
He's
though.
street BMX. He did both though.
Well, Nitro Circus is like
I think
Ryan
he-
Williams, not the Bama one, but the actual Ryan Williams is really, really like a legend in the.
I think he got hurt though.
Really?
I don't know if it was in that, but yeah, he's paralyzed now.
Oh.
He started riding bikes now though. Like he got back on the bike, crazy.
Have you seen the guy from Nitro that does the wheelchair? He's Aaron Wheels.
No, I haven't.
He he does the full size vert ramp with a wheelchair, like a.
Actually,
Oh, I
probably
think I've
have
seen that.
What's it called though? But Ryan Williams is also like the goat of scooter riding too for vert. Curran's chuckling, but I used to be really into scooter riding.
Yeah, me. and
I was
Caden were,
huge into it.
Big into scooters, bikes,
Flips.
flips, everything.
I used to do motocross back in the day.
Mm.
So, I've been around the loop. I've hit for the cycle, some would say. Just looking to forge on. What'd you just do, Trip? All right. Well, we got call-in time.
Hooray.
It's time for Kaden, Curran, and Jets call-ins. Let's run it from the top. Trip, you got your own call-ins, big boy. You got to, Josh, exit out of it. Don't exit out of it. Just drag it to minimize it. And then they're in order. Go from top to bottom. All right.
Let's go.
First call in here. Let's do it.
Hey, Mr.
Turn it up a little bit.
Ronald calling out of Camp Scotty, and I just wanted to bring light to a video that I've recently viewed of you shotgunning a Sprite can. And I can't lie, the video caught my eye, and I just wanted to let you know that Pelham University is, without a doubt, definitely have interest in you, and highly, highly considering to throw the offer. But hope this message sees you well, and call me back whenever. Thanks.
Curran, you shotgunned a Sprite?
Yeah.
And what was the shotty time on that pupper?
Don't know.
3 seconds.
Yeah.
Well,
something like that.
I did get word of this, and part of the boys over at Pelham University, the lovely ladies there as well, we want to, I can't really say this on air, but we want to offer you under the table.
Roll it to him. There you go. Little bowl action.
I'm joking. I did see this clip. It's very monumental. Great form. Great forearm stretch. You really got the external rotation of the
Thank you.
tonsil. Really just turning it up and letting that bad boy rip, huh?
Yeah.
A lot of carbonation in it or no?
Ton of carbonation.
120 calories
Really?
in a can of Sprite.
That's a lot. I don't know. I didn't drink much
How
of
do you
it.
know that, Kaden?
I think I know that. Like, it's just on
It's
there.
God given.
God, give it.
But yeah, I mean, you got to chill out. Yeah, I did see it came right out the other end, huh?
Oh, yeah.
The other end being her nose. A lot of fizz. 6 views, huh? I thought you were saying it.
Wow, we're popular now.
Anyway, next call in, baby. Let's get it. You know, we'll come back, shine some more light on that topic. But anyway, next one.
Yeah, hey, this is Geraldine Poon calling out of the old time pottery section in Bessemer, and I had a question about your bio, Jet Life. It says ladies only hit me up 18 plus, but I got the drop that my daughter actually hit you up, and you responded. She's only 17 years old, 9 months and 3 days. So if you wanted to elaborate on it.
Got the camera to Kaden, bro. He's
got-
hiding over here.
You got to elaborate, bro.
17 years, 9
17
months.
years and 9 months and 3 days.
I'm almost there, man. Dang.
You got that 5-second rule.
I shouldn't have added her back, bro. That's crazy.
It's a slippery slope.
It is. It
You
happens,
got the
though.
5-second rule.
Pick it up real
Just
quick.
turn your phone on. Listen to it. I have to rewind about 10 or so seconds. But anyway, yeah, 17 months or 17 years
9 months.
and 3 days. 17 months would be pretty tragic. You know? So,
But yeah, I mean,
praise God, baby.
Praise
Only
God.
58 days until that, so.
praise God for them 58 days, you know.
You got
I'm
that
old.
5-second rule, though.
I picked it up.
Yep. It's just a little stuff.
I just had to, look at it for a
We got
second.
2 more. We got, I think this is Dave out of Party City again.
Party City.
He's a regular caller. Turn this one up a little bit more, Trip.
Didn't Party City close down?
No.
He's an old time worker.
Ah.
Hey, not too much now. There you go. All right, slide it.
Hey, yeah, this is and I'm calling from, well, I guess this, but I spotted you through the window, buddy, and I wanted to know if y'all still did the 2 for 20.
Josh, run it back. Run back.
Do y'all have a secret menu?
All right. Run it from the top. Don't mute or anything, Josh. Here, you got to click out. Yeah. Sorry.
Hey, yeah, this is and I'm calling from, well, I guess this, but I spotted you through the window, buddy, and I wanted to know if y'all still did the 2 for 25 at Applebee's. Do y'all have a secret menu? But other than that, I was just trying to know. I tried to go in there the other week, and they shut me down because I kept on asking for the Porch Deluxe. Do y'all still do that?
Josh, is this true? He's asking for you.
I don't know.
The calling was about
What you know about
we
the-
still got the Porch Deluxe.
What about the Porch Deluxe,
We do not
Josh?
have the Porch Deluxe.
No more Porch Deluxe?
No more Porch Deluxe, no.
Oh, what did we run out?
You work there also, Curran.
Yeah, but it's a night shift
But
thing.
you're the high up. You're Mr. App.
You work. That's an afternoon special, Josh, and you work the afternoons. I work the mornings.
You work till 3. I get in at 2.
Come on, bro. We're on Pacific Standard.
We're on time change.
And who is this? Could you keep it school appropriate? We might have a live call-in for the first time.
Whoa!
Just kidding. All these are live, by the way. I mean, these are real people that just love the show. We got one more call-in, though, baby. Let's run it.
We're not due perfect, you know.
Yeah, we don't do perfect nothing.
Which
Got one more call-in, Trip. Do your job.
Trip, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yo, Dave here from Party City. I'm just wondering how many Currans it would take to beat John Jones in a fight.
Curran, how many John Jones would it take to beat you in a fight? That's the real question.
I don't think there is enough John Jones in the world to beat me in a fight.
Well, there's only one John Jones in the world, but this is a imaginary scenario that you can duplicate more John Jones to beat you in a fight. I'm going to go 3. I think 3's the magic number.
I'm gonna say 7.
Why is my camera blinking?
Don't know. If you're not, I can maybe take on 10 John Jones.
I'm feeling 7.
What?
10's a little crazy.
So 10's a little
So what?
outlandish, but you know you got to reach when you're confident. So
Okay. Can Trip go grab a battery? That camera. Yeah, you know, John Jones, great striking game, but Curran, man, he's more of a ground and pound guy.
wow.
So
He'll get you somewhere where you don't need to be.
that's what I'm saying. Curran's that freaking
Go get him.
that kitchen MMA.
Yep. He'll rip that pinky toe right off you.
Mm-hmm. I've seen it happen. Some guy came into Applebee's firing his little lips off at Curran about the pork special, and he's like, "Man, we don't got the pork special." Curran just freaking hit him with a. I can't even explain. He jumped off the wall,
What?
ran off the ceiling, just wrapped his arms around the guy and just destroyed him. It was fun to watch.
Top rope straight elbow from C. Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
No, real talk.
Yeah,
How
we
many
can.
Currans do you think it would take to take down John Jones?
50.
50.
20, 25.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Maybe 30.
Because, I mean, you
21.
got to keep in mind, if a UFC fighter hits a normal person,
They're down.
it'll be
Yeah.
chin, and you'll be out cold every time. Especially if you're not as big. I mean, John Jones is a big guy.
Yeah,
But,
he-
What
I mean,
are you
I've seen
gonna
a video
do?
of a 145-pound UFC fighter knocked out and like with one punch, some Texas football linebacker just chinned him, and his legs went out. So
I mean,
you got to swarm them with all 25 of those guys and somehow wrap them up.
Choke him out.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got
There
to
ain't no knocking him out.
I think the only thing you can do is if you take them down, you got to put them in the walls of Jericho.
Curran, do you think you're knocking him out with your bare hands, or
The walls of Jericho.
Dude, the walls of Jericho is an elite move, dude. If you're ever in a fight with someone, put them in the walls of Jericho and you'll win.
Why do you think the Pelham wrestling team doesn't use the walls of Jericho?
You know, I think it's because he's at AEW. I think that's why. And they're like a WWE sponsored thing.
Do you like Fozzy, his band?
Nah, not really.
All right, we're doing a live call-in.
throw it on the mic?
That's
Here, let me hold it. I'm going through your phone, man. All right, we got a exclusive guest here with the live call-in. First live call-in of the show ever. Let's hear it.
So I was just saying, I saw Curran with a girl at Camp Scotty. I was just wondering what that was about.
Oh,
Camp Scotty.
Camp Scotty.
Camp Scotty.
What were you doing at Camp Scotty, and why were you with the organ donor or no?
He didn't find the organ.
Okay.
I think that was Billy B's task.
Okay. Well, Camp Scotty, Curran.
You know, I think I know what he's talking about. I was there, and it was John Davis, but he put dog hair on his head to make it look like a wig.
No.
Yeah, and he was working there.
Stop it.
It was John Davis, everybody.
Oh my
John
God.
Davis put dog hair on his head to look like a wig.
This is blasphemy.
I know, like, I don't know, I was just there to get some dog food or whatever. And he walks out, got this big old head of hair, that's just dog hair. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing, bro? And he's like, I look so fashionable like this. Supposed to cut it.
Well, we're going to leave you to that, and we're not going to elaborate more on it. Very
Cut for part 2.
cut for part 2. If anybody else wants to call on the show, we're definitely up for it. So
Yeah.
specifically females,
clean up on aisle 3 for Seaman. You don't know what is what happened at Camp Scotty, bro?
Camp Scotty, I was just there to pick up some dog treats or whatever, and John Davis with the dog hair on his head walks out.
Is that really what happened?
That is
And
really
you
what
were
happened.
inclined to this man with dog hair on his head?
Yeah, John Davis.
You're inclined to John Davis.
I was just there to pick up dog food.
You don't.
He works there. He works there.
I'm not gonna question you anymore. It was getting a little weird.
I mean, it was a bizarre moment.
We're gonna talk a little bit. We're gonna switch gears. I mean,
Yeah.
this call-in's getting a little out of hand here. We're gonna switch gears to the UFC. Talk about UFC 315 coming up this week.
Bit loud.
Josh, keep it on,
We got UFC 315, baby. But we do still have to recap last week. Bo Nickel, the undefeated prospect, takes a fall to the 13th ranked guy in the division. Bo Nickel has been labeled as a fraud, especially even leading up to the fight because he had the easiest path to the rankings that I've seen in a while. Obviously, Dana does like to give people easy paths to the rankings just because it can build a name and a good character for themselves. But Bo Nickel is supposed to be the American Khabib. Has to take a dive. Is that the end of the period? Wow. Flew by like
See ya, Jet.
CJ life. See, it was fun, man.
Yep.
Jet's gone for the last time ever.
We did our thing.
J Flight signing out.
It's the end for him. Behind the camera. Came on camera.
Got T Money making his second appearance ever in the history here. We got anyway. Yeah, Bo Nickel, man, supposed to be the Habib of the division, and gets finished
Oh, really?
in the second round, man.
Wow.
So, yeah, by Renier de Ritter, RDR, baby. Finishes him in the second round. RDR, I do think, is a really good prospect to the show. A lot of promise. A lot of promise there. But yeah, gets finished. Loses that Bo Nickel hype train. I think from now on we need to see Bo Nickel on fight nights and Apex cards because he obviously proved that he is not a main card guy. I think. And yeah, definitely not a main card guy. Needs to pick up a ranked win. Anyway, let's move on, brother.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, Trip making his entrance here.
Thanks for having me. Only my second time on the show. It's my second. I mean, I'm not used to doing live appearances. I'm used to, question of the week. Getting to edit it and stuff. So this is this is not up my alley.
Well, I'd love to hear that, Tommy Tough Knuckles. Let's forge on, baby. UFC 315. UFC 314 has a trash card. The card's trash. What? You were just questioning that?
Yeah.
The card sucks.
I was watching the thing.
Seriously, the card sucks. I'm tired of these trash cards, Dana.
Do you think Jinder Mahal would be a good UFC fighter?
I mean, if the UFC had a Punjabi prison match,
Oh, yeah.
maybe. Jinder Mahal may be the worst WWE champion of all time. The most unasked for WWE. Gosh, I gotta stop saying UFC. WWE champion of all time.
Yeah.
He sucked. He wasn't fun.
He had that cool feud with Randy Orton.
Yeah, that's
That
about
was-
all he had going for
They
him.
brought the Great Khali back for a day, but, that was it. That's all he had.
Big guy though. Huge. Guy.
He is huge. He's like 6'6" or something.
And they accused him of being on steroids.
I mean, if you saw his transition, how short it took, yeah, it did look like he was using steroids, but...
Tommy, why don't they accuse you of being on steroids?
Because I'm calm and composed.
Grab that stool and sit in with me.
Oh, who do we got here?
Oh. We got everybody
Oh, we
today.
got KO.
KO, if you can fit back there, you can be on the show.
Just don't knock out the set. See what I did there. KO.
KO.
Knockout.
Speaking of KOs, though, we got the main event here of UFC 314. We got JDM versus Bilal Muhammad.
Okay.
Not going to be a KO. Bilal Muhammad has gone to decision in every single fight.
Wow.
KO, you can try to scoot back there behind those cameras.
Slide next to Big Brad.
Big Brad and Tommy Tough Knuckles. But yeah, we got, I like JDM in this fight. I know Curran doesn't, because Curran doesn't like Canadians. But I love, JDM, Bilal Muhammad.
Too.
And do you think a street fight could go to decision, Curran?
I mean, it's a street fight.
Street fight.
I mean, there's
read
no
the
real
poll.
rules, so.
Oh, and also Curran, this is the so yeah, I already rolled him the offer. I rolled it. So yeah, on behalf of Pelham University, you're open to come in anytime.
Thank you.
Come down for a visit.
I love seeing those. He had great extension on the forearm. The snap of the wrist and the extension of the forearm is just, it's class. Just pure class. Anyway, let's forge on, baby. Women's UFC, nobody cares about that, let's be honest.
Real.
WWE talk. This is a great segment off of Curran. Ooh. We're going all-time WWE greats.
I want in on this.
You got 5 to choose. We'll start with KO over there. Knockout.
You can't go with out talking about John Cena. He's the GOAT.
Well, you got 5. So John Cena's at your 1.
I got 1. It's John Cena, John Cena, John
Five's too
Cena,
many.
John Cena, and John Cena.
5's a lot of people.
5's a lot. So 5 John Cenas.
Yep.
And how many Currans would it take to beat 5 John Cenas?
More than 100.
Dang.
Now, how many John Cenas would it take to beat Curran?
Like maybe half of one.
Dang.
Okay.
Probably half a Trip. Shout out Trip.
Curran, your top 5 WWE greats.
John Cena, Stone Cold, The Rock, Randy Orton.
John Cena, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Randy Orton. Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Roman Reigns.
The Beast.
Yeah, I was waiting for that
Roman
one.
Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
You lost me at Roman Reigns.
No.
What are you talking about? He's probably the greatest champion of all time.
Because the WWE pushed for him so early.
I mean, he carried that title for over 1,000
Nobody
days.
is named the GOAT yet. That's what's making me upset.
Well, I wish like a guy like James
Ellsworth?
James Ellsworth would hold the title.
Yeah.
What about you, T-Bay?
All right.
Tommy Tough Knuckles.
Oh, Tommy
Hold on,
Tough.
let me get my water bottle out of the way. It's blocking my shot. I'm gonna go Randy Orton, CM Punk.
I like that one.
Let's see here. We're gonna go
John Cena.
You just said Nexus Beta.
Macho Man.
Macho Man.
John Cena.
Roman Reigns. And
Jinder Mahal.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
who we're gonna go and throw in at that 5?
Randy Savage.
Sheamus.
Why do I not know who Macho Man?
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Batista.
Oh, is it just Randy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Batista.
Batista? Okay, that's not a bad lineup.
I think he left out John Cena.
Oh, he did? Well, I'm not going to leave out John Cena because he's my ringtone. But at 5, I got Tommy Invincible. At 4, I got, I think, I'm not, feminist like you guys. I got to throw a woman in there because, they're killing it, obviously.
Wait,
so I'm going to throw in.
You said that so wrong.
You're not a feminist, but you're gonna put a woman in there.
You just called us.
I'm a feminist. Wait. All right, flip it around. I love women, guys.
You're the feminist.
You love women.
I'm in all support. My heart goes out to y'all. You know what y'all do with it. So I'm going to put Seth Rollins in there.
Dude, I hate Seth Rollins. Bro.
Well, he's just got the hair. The
Dude,
luscious
but if
locks.
you want to talk about hair, go Roman Reigns.
Or Dolph Ziggler.
But Roman Reigns is built a lot more muscular. Dolph Ziggler's one of my all-time goats. At 3, I got Edge.
Ooh, I almost said Edge. I almost
a good
said
one.
that.
2, you already know who it is.
He's searching it up right now. He doesn't even know.
Oh.
Shout out KO.
Was the
And then at one,
Hey, was that $4.99 worth it for that?
$3.99.
$3.99. Okay.
Well, it was. But at one, Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy by 4.
That's my one. That's my one. And
Jeff Hardy had me jumping off the couch onto my dog back in the day. So
yeah, so did you say on or into your dog?
on.
All right, just clearing that up. That would have been scary.
Can you fit into your dog?
Can I fit into my dog?
Knock out,
You
dude.
just asked him if
God,
he was
guys.
Because I thought that's what he said.
All right, your top 5, Benji.
Can I fit into my dog?
Benji, your top 5.
My top 5. All right, at 5. At 5, I'm gonna have to go Eddie Guerrero.
That's a great one.
Nah, I'm just kidding. His career is too short-lived to be a GOAT. Didn't he like kill himself and then kill his whole family, or kill his whole family and then kill himself?
That's Chris Benoit.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, that's Eddie Guerrero.
No, Eddie
Wait,
Guerrero.
wasn't Eddie like the?
He died of something crazy.
Was Eddie like that
He
really big
overdosed,
guy?
yeah.
No,
That was
Eddie
like-
Chris Benoit was the one that did that.
Eddie was like that huge guy.
No,
It was, like,
bro.
scary.
I'm telling you, Eddie Guerrero, bro. Search it up.
No, it didn't.
No,
it
he
was
was-
Chris Benoit.
Steroids. Steroids got him.
I swear Eddie Guerrero like killed it.
Can you pull him up? I want to
Who's
see
this
this.
guy?
Chris Bennett. That's what I meant. That's what I-
Benoit is how you say it.
Yeah. Okay. At 5, I'm gonna have to go Bret Hart.
Bret Hart.
Oh, okay.
Elite ball knowledge.
Older guy. Okay.
Oh, you're talking about the guy that
I'm
passed?
talking about Bret. I'm talking about
Died from a
the.
heart attack.
Yeah, he was the.
Wait, who'd
he
he
was
say? I
the.
missed
They
that.
used to call him the Warrior. I forgot what they called him.
I missed it.
Ultimate Warrior?
What did he say?
The Ultimate Warrior. Bret Hart, number 5.
The Ultimate
That is
Warrior
not
was
even the
not
same
Bret Hart.
person.
I swear it was.
Oh, Foster, we have a bonus segment that involves you.
Uh,
You enlighten us on the T-Wolves.
oh, he's happy
We got to
about.
switch gears.
He's happy about this.
We talking
Yeah.
about
So you need to
We're
let
talking
us about
everything.
Draymond.
We're talking WWE right now.
the
You're,
lights off.
who's your Mount Rushmore in WWE? Let's hear it.
I was a WCW guy because my parents wouldn't let me watch WWE because it was the Attitude Era, and so anytime I watched WWE, I would have to like have the. Y'all don't know this because y'all have like streaming, but you had a button that was like the last channel. You know, you click it and it goes to
Yeah.
the previous
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah, we know. We know.
So I would like ride the last channel when I'd be watching Attitude Era. So I was a WCW guy. Ric Flair has got to be up there. I know that's a legend. Stone Cold. I mean, come on, man. I heard y'all talking. This is why I stormed in here. This man's talking about Chris Benoit and killing folks and all this. I'm like,
Brought it up.
why we? I know we didn't turn the lights on, but it doesn't need to be that dark. You know what I mean? Like, are we talking T-Wolves?
T-Wolves,
Is this
man.
serious?
Yeah. We can switch.
Hold up, I'll be right back, man. Let me pull up a seat real fast. I'm gonna make a brief appearance.
All right, now while he's gone, who is the WWE guy that goes like yes, yes?
Daniel Bryan.
That's okay. That's what I was thinking.
Were you about to put him in your top 5 or something?
No, I
I
just
hope not.
I
That'd
mean-
be terrible.
Oh, I don't know about that.
All right, I'm gonna
He-
go
Bro, he does so much for like
Bret
mental health
Hart.
and stuff.
Bret Hart at 5.
John Cena.
John Cena.
Randy Savage at 4. Stone Cold at 3. And Randy Orton at 2. Jeff Hardy 1.
He doesn't even watch wrestling. He's just trying to think of 5 guys he knows.
No, those are my
He still
favorite.
didn't
Jeff
say
Hardy's the
John Cena.
GOAT. I don't have John Cena in my 5, dude.
Yeah, me neither.
that is
Like
just
I feel like that's
terrible
just like
It's just
He's
down.
the GOAT.
He's the undisputed
It's
guy.
not. The undisputed GOAT is Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy's responsible for half
Hardy's
of
responsible
kids'
for-
sprained ankles.
Yeah, and every single kid that knows how to do a front flip or a back flip is because of Jeff Hardy.
That's true.
Because of Jeff Hardy.
Generation.
Jeff Hardy's the reason why I jumped off of the top on top of my dresser and I swanton bombed my little brother,
Under your dog.
and he ended up breaking his hip.
Well, I used to swanton bomb my dog all the time when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
So broke my collarbone though.
I swanton bombed my little brother and he literally broke his hip.
Oh, really?
I'm so serious.
like no jokes.
Like this is something that like
Like
happened.
Landon Burger.
Landon Burger.
Don't
broke
try
his
this at home, kids.
Yeah.
hip. Don't. Swanton bombs are dangerous.
Have we plugged Baduation?
Oh yeah. Shout out Badulation, the skit that just dropped today. You gotta
Ah,
peep
I
it,
did
bro.
see
You
that.
gotta peep that
Call it short.
Badulation.
Benji, can you clarify?
Short,
Is it
short.
baduation or baduation?
Well, whenever you pronounce graduation, there's like a G, and everyone throws a G in there, even though there's not a G. So graduation, baduation.
Graduation.
Not yeah. Nobody says graduation. They say graduation. So baduation.
Baduation.
That's what I thought.
All right, now we got Foster.
How about them
on these
Timberwolves? How about them
Lord,
T-Wolves?
We're switching gears. We switch back.
Slide over a little bit.
Give the man some room.
I'm not going to be able to get a seat back here, so I'm just going to slide in. What are we talking here? What are the questions?
Just Foster. It's Foster appearance here. Just T-Wolves wake up.
Oh, was this added?
Hey, Josh.
This was added. Look at Josh over there producing. Doing real producing.
No, this is me.
No, Josh.
Oh, he's up there. Oh, man, look at this. This thing's gotten better. I was just going to say, I do want to shout it out and say this thing's gotten cooler every week. Shout out to these guys for doing it for 30 shows. That's an element we've not had. So very, very cool. So shout out to y'all for doing it. What I will say, T-Wolves wise, was the most boring game last night. I know Curran loved it. So
that game was horrible last night.
It was a really boring game. I still don't feel like the Wolves are playing really electric ball like they did what they had to do to win. But I just don't think, and I do want to hear Curran's take on this, I don't think the Warriors can take it past 6 at the very most, given what they have offensively. I really was impressed with Steve Kerr's plan defensively in limiting what Ant's been able to do.
Yeah.
I give a lot of that to Steve Kerr and what they've been able to do. Wolves have got to deal with the trap when they're trapping Ant. But, yeah, I just think it's too much firepower for the Wolves. I think they'll take Game 3. Game 4 is the one I look at that Golden State can get maybe. But, I don't know. I'm looking 5 or 6 games. T-Wolves take it.
I mean,
what do we think?
Our defense, that's definitely the Warriors' best part is the defense, but
which hasn't been the case for a long time, and so that's really hats off. I mean, they in their prime, the defense was good.
It was good, but it wasn't the.
But it wasn't. But man, that defense and it's really scheme. Like the guys you have, Pat Spencer looks like the guy you talk trash to at the YMCA.
Great story right there.
It is a great story, but he looks like a guy you talk trash to at the YMCA, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm in the NBA." You're like, "Yeah, I'm sure." And then you Google him when you leave, and you're like, "That dude's in the NBA." So yeah, talent-wise, I just don't think it's close.
Yeah, it all depends because I think our defense is like going to be there the whole time, but our offense without Curry is
lackluster to say the least.
Yeah.
Is what?
He'll be back.
You think? I don't think he'll be back.
I think he'll be back
by
game 5 or 7.
I think if we can get 1 at home and be 2-2 going into game 5, we're in good shape.
I think even if he comes back, if the momentum swings like that, I think it's gonna be hard. And I think his style of game is not conducive. Like if it was Joker, I think his style of game is conducive to playing injured. I just think Curry is much cutting and moving as he does.
Yeah.
I look at this as an injury from the Houston series. I think just being that tired, your body wearing down. And on the record, I hate it. I don't want to see a series play like this. It takes so much of the juice out of it.
They almost lost Ant last night. So
Ant does this every 5 games.
Do you have any thoughts on Draymond and his game 1 performance from 3?
I wanted to contact KO when Draymond hit 4 threes because earlier in the day I said I'm not worried about Draymond Green shooting threes. But I will comment and say last night's performance is why, because the guy's not consistent. He's going to have a game like that.
Yeah.
My worry is if you get it to 7, Draymond's hitting 5 threes. He's that kind of player. He's a really good player, but you saw again, he did deserve.
No, he did.
Did you hear what he said after the game?
What did he say?
About the agenda
Yeah.
against him. I'm like, dude, have you watched yourself play basketball?
Yeah.
Like, there's no agenda. You choked Rudy Gobert. Like, you are loose cannon.
That's what I want to see. Like everybody's like Curry versus Ant. I want to see Rudy Gobert versus Draymond.
How about that in a cage match? We know who would win. Cage match. Draymond Green and it's Rudy. It's Rudy.
Huh?
Rudy's winning the cage.
Tables, ladders, and chairs matchup.
I like Rudy Gobert. He's a big guy. Now a layup contest, Draymond's winning. I was talking about my dad's in town. Shout out to my
hot dog
boss.
eating contest.
I'm going with Draymond. I was telling my dad. Shout out to my pops who's in town for the weekend. Always love getting to watch basketball with him. But I was saying, like, how is a guy like Rudy Gobert, who has devoted his craft, his life, and his passion to playing basketball, like, how does his offensive game look like a 5th grader who just picked up a basketball for the first time? Like, he's so good defensively, but he can't catch a basketball. And it's just like he airballs layups. It's a head scratcher.
Grip boost.
He needs some grip boost. Is that a sponsor of the show?
Not yet.
Grip boost.
Grip boost.
All right, I got kids. I need to get back to grading their stuff.
And you got kids at home.
I have a kid at home. I thought he was trying to give away, like, we're going to make an announcement on the show or something. But there's no second on the way as of now. Maybe in the future.
Maybe another foster coming soon.
Oh, we'll see. I don't know. You heard it here first from Banjo. Go check out Badjuation. Go check out Panther Playback. Shout out to these guys. Awesome show. And hope Curran can keep up the legacy next year. Foster, peace out. Let me go back to watching.
Alrighty.
Peace.
Well,
Shout out question
peace.
mark.
Right there.
Peace out.
And, put your headphones on so you can hear mine.
Yeah. Well, you heard it here from the GOAT, the man, the myth, the legend. We got Justin Foster. Well,
We got any more call-ins? Or?
no more call-ins, but we do have one thing that we do have in question. Tommy Tough Knuckles, I'm under the impression that you're not an 07. But you put 07 on everything.
You're not an 07?
Dude,
Tommy Tough Knuckles, your Instagram username is trip_07. Elaborate.
But you were born in
8.
all right. May I take the stand?
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, I don't see why it's that big of a deal. I mean, I'm not trying to like act as if I am an 07. I've had an 07 in my username since I was maybe in 3rd grade.
So take me back to 3rd grade. That's all I'm trying to know.
I don't know. I just know my brother's favorite numbers. My older brother before me, his favorite number was always 7, and he always had 07 on stuff. So I just took after him and put 07. And I really,
He put 07 on stuff because his favorite number was 7?
yeah, like
You sure
07.
he didn't just put 7?
No, 07.
It's a bit of glazing.
Because 07 is
If your favorite number's 7, why would you add a 0?
because it just looks cooler.
I beg to differ.
Like
So can we get the
underscore
can
7
we get
just
the
doesn't.
opinion of Mr. Brad to clear this up?
But like I mean,
When you
I'm
look-
just not gonna.
Tommy Tough Knuckles.
I'm not done talking.
Tommy Tough Knuckles. You're getting ahead of yourself.
I don't see why it's that big of a deal. I'm not trying to act as if I'm an 08, guys. Everyone see now. Everyone knows. I'm not trying to act as if I'm not. I'm 17 years of age, guys.
Everyone
I'm
that
not
views
18.
that profile, though, you know what they think? They think you're an 07.
Well, they can take that up with me.
Bum, bum.
Wow.
Mr. Brad, when you look at the phrase, right?
Yeah.
07 or just O following any number, right? What does that phrase mean to you, or what does that insinuate when you look at that?
I mean, that's the year you're born.
That's birth year. Exactly.
O.
That's birth year. If you put
1907,
if you put a O before a number, that insinuates a birth year, correct?
No, a 0.
Yeah, if you're.
That's
you're
what I just
born
said,
during
a
that
0
time.
before a number.
Yeah.
If you're born during that time, yeah.
So Trip's username says trip_07. Now take me back to this Trip. If you love the number 7 so much, which you can hold that opinion, I'm not going to hold that against you. There's nothing wrong with the number 7. That's a great number. Why didn't you just put trip_7?
You know, I also think that like dating back to my old TikTok era from elementary school. I'm sorry. I want to say that one time
Musically.
I did make try to do an _7, and I want to say it was took. So I was and I think I genuinely think so I threw an O in front 0 in front of it, and that's just how it was.
You could have
Stuck
done
with- stuck with-
underscore exclamation point semicolon 7.
Or
True.
trip_7 dot. Like how everybody else does that is trying to get a username that is taken. They just add a dot.
'Cause-
Starstruck.
and
Doesn't even know how to respond to it.
Because I mean I don't know, why not just throw a 0 in front of it? Like
Because that insinuates a birth year. Everybody that does
I
that,
didn't come on here to get
everybody that does
harassed
that
about
is
my
talking about their birth year.
username.
Exactly. You didn't know this was going to happen. We're breaking this news
No,
to you.
but
because this
I
is-
heard y'all whispering about this, and I knew it was coming.
Dude, it's just, I think it's ridiculous.
Like now, as for instance, my you know what?
It's just ridiculous.
Hey, I was gonna go further and try to explain myself, but I think that's where we call it a wrap. Calling it quits, guys.
Is this the first walk-off?
Wow.
I can't take this level of
Yeah,
disrespect
real
anymore.
professional, buddy.
Stop. No.
Yeah, real tough for somebody who's called Tommy Tough Knuckles, buddy. Yeah, real tough.
Yeah, you know who's tough? What's his name?
Yeah, what's his name?
That
that guy's tough.
C. Bradley.
Paul
not
Pierce.
K.
Paul
Caden
Pierce.
Paramore. or
Paul
Benji.
Pierce. He walked 15 miles to do his show.
Yeah, he did that.
Okay, well, he didn't get harassed by his just because of a username.
He got harassed.
That's
by
your own
Kendrick
fault,
Perkins.
buddy. You should have thought about that when you were typing it in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is this a
Third place.
lifetime ban?
You know, I can just tell by the way he carries himself that he works for Steve Balboni. I mean, holy.
Freaking amateurs.
Freaking amateurs, dude.
Oh, close this.
Yeah, and take those 6.5-inch nails with you, buddy.
Get out of here. Galvanized nails.
Galvanized nails.
I think, the last words in the history of this show should be galvanized nails. That wraps it up for me. Kaden Paramore signing out. Very last time. Curran's going to pass the torch. Pass the torch off to Curran.
We will.
Should be great. Run that outro song.
Hey, you think we should have tryouts for?
We will be continuing this podcast, correct?
Yeah. You think we should have tryouts?
This
sometime?
podcast needs to be continued.
Run that outro song. Slide over here. Will y'all do it?